Hey, this is a video about coordinate reference systems in QGIS. You may have noticed the letters and numbers displaying in the lower right corner of your QGIS display, and I'm going to explain this a little bit. If we click on this item, we will open the project properties for the coordinate reference system. CRS will be activated. And for this project I have here a list of layers, some vector layers, some raster layers, and some of them are in UTM zone 32 and some of them in UTM zone 33, and both of these are appearing here. Although they have different stored coordinate systems, they are displayed in one common coordinate systems. Several GIS do it like that. They can have a projection on the fly displaying the coordinates of the layers in whatever reference system which is defined here. Now let's explain this a little bit more. What we see here on the left, ETRS, that is short for European Terrestrial Reference System from 1989, what is often referred to ETRS89, the geodetic reference frame used for Europe. Previously this was called a datum, but nowadays it's called a geodetic reference frame. Now ETRS89 is very similar to the global WGS84, which is used, for instance, for the global positioning system. But this is an Earth model, mathematical description of an Earth model, a little bit more suited for Europe. Then we have the coordinate system, UTM, and UTM is short for Universal Transversal Mercator, and this is a little bit confusing because UTM is thus both a coordinate system and a map projection. But here we can look at it as a coordinate system. And as we have both UTM 32 and 33 in the layer list, we have both here. What is displayed is then the code from the European Petroleum Survey Group, or EPSG, which in 1985 came up with some numbers used as a standard for different coordinate system and their geodetic reference frame. So these are similar, but they differ a little bit. The two last numbers here indicate whether this is UTM zone 32 or 33. Currently it is UTM zone 32 which is used to display the data. If we click on the other one and click apply, it will change the displayed coordinate reference system. We can also investigate these a little bit more. Let's activate the 32 again, mark this in the list and browse down to the end of the description. It says here that the extent of this is from 6 degrees east and 12 degrees east, and this is then the width of this red marked area. This is not entirely true because UTM zone 32 is covering all of southern Norway. They therefore extended the UTM zone 32 a little bit more to the west. So this is having actually the extent for southern Norway from 3 degrees east until 12 degrees east. So covering most of southern Norway south of Trøndelag. If we select 33, we'll see that we move eastwards. We are now between 12 and 18 degrees. We can choose next zone, which is 34, and we move further east. And we understand that Norway is a country with very much west-eastern elongation. So now we are east until 24 degrees east, but still we haven't covered most of Finnmark. We need to have 35 to cover Finnmark, and then even some small parts of Vardø and Kirkenes is not covered. These could be maybe also mapped with UTM zone 36, but for all purposes we only use zone 35 until zone 32 for maps in Norway. So 32 to 35 is covering then the width of Norway. And UTM zone 33 is often used as a compromise coordinate reference system, and that's why some of these data has UTM 33 while others have UTM zone 32, because the data we have is from the southern part of Norway.